I watched all the rallies, and I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love. And that's when it hit me. These are my people. This is where I belong.
For the next Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance.
What it do with the business is, people? It's your boy That Way with Jack Travis to be precise. Now, you know how we do, you know how we doing it, man. Back in this thing again, you understand me, man. Now, let's talk about some things, man. But first, if you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe to my content. You heard me? Send it out to this algorithm, man. Let me get some more suggestions and some up next plays and all that. You know what I'm saying? Be greatly appreciated, man. Now, let me ask y'all. Maybe. Let me get a mirror. I got a mirror right here. I'm trying to see what I may look like with a forehead tattoo. I think I look pretty goddamn stupid. You understand what I'm saying? It's one thing maybe to get you a little teardrop, but nothing's going on my face. But I'm just saying, for purposes of this video, I'm just trying to imagine what I look like with a forehead tattoo that went from here to here. Some letters, just like a word or something like that. And then backwards maybe. So I should do it backwards. I don't even know. It's just end of the day, I don't think it'd be an attractive look. You know what I'm saying? That being said, if I'm a guy, if I'm a man and I say shit, I just don't know how to feel about a across the forehead tattoo. Maybe on my neck, behind my ears, some shit. Yeah. Or maybe on the back of my head to where when my hair grow, like Jamie Foxx got a big tattoo on the back of his head, but as long as he's got some hair on his head, you don't see it. Me being a guy, if I'm like, it's a bad look, I just, that leads me to believe that it is most certainly a horrible look for a female, right? It's most certainly horrible for a female that has such a very, very checkered past and that is also a guest speaker at the RNC convention.
My entire family is racially diverse, and I believe the left-wing propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist. My father said, "No, he's not, Amber. What are you talking about?" And when I insisted, he said, "Prove it."
Amber Rose, bring your big light bulb head ass down. Now let's just put the disclaimer here. Will Amber Rose get hit in a New York minute? She come down here, get round me, and pull that ass out. It's popping. Let's not miss words there. It is what I'm saying. We all about that. That don't mean we can't give us smoke when smoke is warranted. So, Miss Amber Rose. Now, y'all know Amber Rose now. Her claim to fame hadn't been anything super shiny. She used to shake that ass up in Philadelphia, right? I don't know that that's where Kanye West ran across her, but we first heard Amber Rose from dating Kanye West, right? She moved on from Kanye West and gets with, ain't no telling how many others now. It's Amber Rose. I'm sure she made her round out there. You deal with me. But she eventually ends up with Wiz Khalifa. They have a son by the name of Sebastian, if I'm not mistaken. Cool name for the little guy. When you got no smoke for the little guy, it's a beautiful thing. Y'all good. But this is how we know her. She moved on from those situations to found something called the Slut Walk. If you remember watching your pop culture news, she was with 21 Savage at the time, another head tattoo, face tattoo person. Birds of a feather flock together, right? He attended a slut walk. In fact, he had a sign that said, I'm a slut too. Ain't no fucking way. I don't give a damn what type of play on words or joke you trying to do. This your girl and repping an event. You got at no circumstances, under, never, none, not, no time, ever, no how, should you wear a sign that say I'm a slut too. Now, if you try and play on the word like, I be fucking about the bitches and shit. But this 21 Savage, I don't know that I expect anything more. So, boom. She went from that, I don't know if this was before, during, or after. She made an appearance on the Love and Hip Hop, BT Ratchet Show, right? Well, here lately now, and I'll tell you why as far as my fact gathering, I'll tell you why, or at least the theory I heard as to why. But here lately, Miss Amber Rose has come out to be a staunch supporter of the Republican side of the ticket. Don't let that fool you, though, because there's a lot of, prominent, if you want to say, black people coming out, celebrities, giving their endorsement over to Mr. Trump. They always seem to find the lamest, cringiest, most uninfluential as it pertains to the black culture. But I'll let you in on a little secret, people. Black people are so distrustful of others that we very rarely, if any, truly appoint someone as a go-to for us. You dig what I'm saying? We don't trust people. We know that power corrupts. I think we have a better grip on just human nature, right? Because we don't anoint an individual to just guide us around by the nose, and we listen to everything he's saying. We take everything with a grain of salt. Very discerning personalities. You dig what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, all of these people, they try to trot out and say, hey, look, this person is now waking up. They're over here on the right. Yeah, all the black, they're waking up now. They're going to look at this person and say, oh my God, look at bruh. Bruh went over there, I'm going to. No. The war is running a lot deeper. You dig what I'm saying? This shit has been a process in the making, Most real people are not going to allow some individual in their views and their motivations to mold what they know to be their reality, right? So with that being said, man, you see a lot of these rappers get trotted out, and the Herschel Walkers of the world, and what's the little fat rapper from New York? Dollar Store Biggie looking type dude. Him, and you see Amber Rose, and I guess they really think we move as a monolith. So one black person come over here that's famous, they all watch Instagram. As soon as they see it on Instagram, they gonna come and start voting for us. That's not how it goes, man. So with all of that being said, I have a video for you. Miss Amber Rose was invited to speak at the RNC, the Republican National Convention, right? Think a day 2 speaker, right? Now, just before we get into the video, just think about this visual. We're talking about light bulb head Amber Rose that can still get hit. You dig what I'm saying? Twice on Sunday. Don't get it for you. Forehead tattoo and all. No political knowledge at all. A speaker at the Republican National Convention. Who thought that was a good idea? Just I guess they say a lot of these writing rooms and stuff are led by certain individuals. But you see commercials and shows out here, pilots and stuff they get going. And it's hold on. So you're telling me that not only did, someone write the screenplay to this, they hired actors to play out these scenes. And you telling me not a showrunner, not a producer, not a writer, not an actor, not a key grip. No one said along the line that this shit is not funny. This is not a good show. This may come off as it's so many different things that you see a lot of commercials and stuff like that. It's how did this make it off the cutting room floor. Like how many people I cannot believe that unless it's just like one you to make a commercial, then one person say yeah or no. No, it go through teams of people. Like, how did they make it this far and come out? Like, what? So, I don't know who thought that it was a good idea to bring Amber Rose. It appears that she didn't do him any favors, even though she got on stage and put her best face forward. Her action since then, deleting tweets, and she got at by a lot of people. I don't think it did him any favors, but for someone to not be aware of that ahead of time, like, yeah, this may not work in our favor, it just speaks to the people that make the decisions out here, man. Like, it's wild the level of incompetence that is that's rewarded out here in the world. You know what I mean? It's a wild system we got set up, but we're going to get into her video, man, and see what she had to say, and then I'll come back in and we'll speak about it.
So to prove my father wrong, I did my research and looked into all things Donald Trump. People have to do their research. I watched all the rallies, and I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love. And that's when it hit me. These are my people. This is where I belong. So I let go of my fear of judgment, of being misunderstood, of getting attacked by the left, and I put the red hat on too. Thank you. Love you too. I never felt more free and more love for my country than I do now. I want to thank my father, who's in the audience tonight, for opening my eyes. He served over 20 years in the U.S. military. Thank you for your service, Dad. I love you, Dad. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. When I met the president and Melania for the first time, he was kind and generous and funny as hell. Very funny. The First Lady was gracious and smart with a smile that will brighten up any room. If you're watching this tonight, you know our country is in trouble. Just like me. When you go to the store and buy food for your family, you're shocked. When you fill up your gas tank, you're pissed. I know I am. And when you turn on the news, you are just exhausted. Inflation is out of control. And you know in your heart it was not like this under Donald Trump. My message to you tonight comes from a humble place. The left told me to hate Trump, and even worse, to hate the other side, the people who support him. When you cut through the lies, you realize the truth. American families were better when Donald Trump was president. We were safer, wealthier, and stronger. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote to put money back in our pockets and good food on our kids' plates. Yes. Or, as Trump would say, it's a vote to make America great again. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, vetting is not something that apparently happens anymore, man. You know, when you look at the type of people they choose to lead their respective states and to be their senators and shit, it's like, did you not think that people were going to type the name in on Google and these little background check engines and you know, and see what's really going on in their life. Like, what's going to be your defense, you know, for the Marjorie Taylor Greens of the world, or for the George Santoses of the world, for the RFKs of the world. Even though RFK doesn't claim to, he claims to be a Democrat, but you just got to listen and learn. What would be, you know, I just struggle to find, like, what would be your defense? What would you say? How do you reconcile being of law and order, but then you condone these type of people? You claim to be against pedophilia and all of that, but look at the people being accused and convicted of these crimes on your side. Amber Rose is not respected in the black community. Right? Did no one type her name into Google to see exactly what she was about, what she represents, to think like, is she really gonna you know, gain a win for us? Like, who puts these things together? They quick to jump on TV and say, who wrote the speech? I'm Trump's former speechwriter, or, you know, I'm his former advisor or executive secretary or advisor on, say, you know what I'm saying? They quick to represent that. I hear nobody jump out there and say who thought it was a good idea to bring Amber Rose. And it's just crazy, man, because self-awareness is key. You know, if you don't have the ability to self-deprecate out here, man, I tell you, you are in for a long life, right? You may make it far and do good things, but it's going to be torture on your mind making it day to day, maintaining that attitude. Because you have to maintain that attitude. You're not going to see anything around you that reinforces the idea that you have a good attitude, a good way of going about things, right? Because if you're not able to self-deprecate, you're going to keep going forward doing shit that satisfies your intentions and gets you the way you need to be. And never have any regard for other people, and you won't have any understanding on when it doesn't work. You'll blame it on somebody else, and you can continue to go forward just being flawed like that, man. That's gonna make your journey a lot tougher, man. As it pertains to Miss Amber Rose, bro, I heard this right here, which may explain a little bit more about her motivation.
The reason Amber has gone full MAGA is because she may be facing a criminal investigation by the FBI. That's right. I'm over there scrolling on Twitter earlier this afternoon, and I came across this tweet by Alex Cole. And Alex Cole tweeted and said, "A little birdie told me Amber Rose has a crypto scam that is being investigated by the feds. That's why she's trying to get close to Donald Trump. She may need a pardon." And he says, it all makes sense now.
All right, so there you see politics say that apparently Amber Rose is involved in a crypto scam. And they may be sending her little freak ass to prison. You dig what I'm saying? So she'd like to get on the side of Donald Trump in case she needs a pardon. Maybe that's the swag. I know it was completely random to see her come out of the woodworks all of a sudden. I just saw a video maybe a couple weeks ago, and she was out in Hollywood or somewhere, and paparazzi ran up on her in some kind of way. They got into a conversation about Trump. As to why someone would run up on Amber Rose to ask her about politics, I have no clue. I probably wouldn't ask. Only thing I could probably ask Amber Rose about was like OnlyFans or something. But maybe she's too far in the game, deep in the game, to be on OnlyFans. But I don't know any sound advice that I would seek from Amber Rose on any level. But apparently someone that works for and with the right side of things thought it was a good idea. And you know, fortunately or unfortunately, however you look at it, it seemed to have gone the way that most of their bright ideas go. And was a horrible look. You dig what I'm saying? To be in that room without, like, it had to be a weird goings on. But y'all let me know what y'all thoughts on that, man. Do you think Amber Rose is moving a block of black voters over to the other side? Do you think the Republicans made another gaffe by thinking that they can think above the level of certain people? Because that's really what it boiled down to. You dig what I'm saying? Regardless of what people may be showing them or telling them and how they evaluate things, they still continue to think like we're smarter than them. We know how to move them. Regardless of what they say, how they move, we know what gets their attention. And I don't see that it's worked for them so far. So y'all let me know what y'all think, though, man. It's an interesting race going on right now, and November is approaching. So we'll keep up with it, man, and see how things develop out from here. But I just want to opine on this situation with Amber Rose, man, and see what y'all thought about it. Until then, man, or until next time, this has been That Way with Jack Travis. I'll get with y'all soon. Loud.